Hey guys, Sightlysouls here, the one among many, and I am here to apologize profoundly. So, it has been a long time since I've last made a video. Over a year, which I remember my goal originally used to be that I was going to upload a YouTube video at least every once a week, I think it was, and it's been over a year, so I clearly did not meet that goal. And so I've been wanting to make this video for a very long time for you guys, and I don't exactly know what I'm going to say. Kind of have some general ideas, but I'm just going to kind of run through what my year has been like and explain to you guys why I have not been posting. And to make a new promise to you guys that I'm going to do at least 1 or 2 YouTube videos a week. This time for real. I've already started making videos. I'm already starting to stockpile. I feel a lot more confident, and I'm just going to talk to you guys all about that. So the beginning of my story starts, and it's kind of hard to think about all of this because this is kind of a long time ago, and I haven't really written in a journal in a long time. So last year I was a junior, obviously, and I, since my freshman year, have been a part of an organization called Skills USA. If you haven't heard of it, Skills USA is a professional technical education organization that promotes leadership and training in blue-collar jobs, and it promotes it through competitions and training in different schools, and the competitions range from like graphic design and like customer service to engineering and building things. So it's really cool. That's the spiel I usually give people. For teenager talk and common people talk, Skills USA is an amazing organization that gives students the opportunity to develop new skills and to practice those skills and show those skills off to other people. So I go to a trade school, and I go to school for graphic design. And by the time we graduate, we get our certification in Adobe. So like Adobe, Photoshop, and Illustrator certifications, as well as we'll have built our resume and our portfolio. So my school's into Skills USA, and we participate in Skills USA. And so, for example, like last year I competed in graphic design in a competition called Opening Closing Ceremony. And at the state level, so the way that works is you have a local competition and a state competition, and then you go to national competition, which is kind of a big deal. Because Skills USA is actually a pretty big organization. It's one of 7 professional technical organizations, and primarily Skills USA focuses on blue-collar jobs. Anyways, so I competed in graphic design and opening closing ceremony and took gold medals in both for the state competition, and then went to nationals to compete. But outside of that, I was going to nationals to run for a national office. So Skills USA kind of has like a parliamentary that works the same way that any parliamentary kind of would. It has a president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, historian, and reporter. At least my school has those. Some schools might have more officers, but I'm pretty sure that's all the officers that you have. And for my school, and for most schools, to be able to run for national office, one, you have to be a local officer in your school. So my freshman year, I was a representative, which means I just kind of went to officer meetings and relayed the information that I got to the students. And then my sophomore year, I was the reporter. And then my junior year, or no, either my sophomore or junior year, I think it was my junior year. Yeah, my junior year, I was a state officer, which means that I ran for an office at the state level, and became Skills USA Idaho's, because I'm from Idaho, Skills USA Idaho's state vice president, which was a big deal for me, and I was really excited. When I was younger, I had a lot of problems talking to people. I was very shy, and Skills USA has helped me develop my speaking skills, my vocational skills, and helped me get out and be able to branch out, talk to people, be comfortable talking in public, so on and so forth. So I wanted to take the opportunity and run for a national office. And I had always wanted to run for a national office since I became a freshman, because ironically, when I was a freshman, the second state officer, or the second national officer that Idaho has had in the last few years, or just in general, her name was Christy Durham. I believe she was the second, yeah. She was a senior that year, so she was graduating the year that I was a freshman at that school. And hearing her speak in front of my school really, really inspired me, because she was so well spoken, and the way that she talked was, I really related to her, and I really, really understood the area in which she was coming from, and I wanted to be like her. I wanted to develop the way that she had said that she had developed, and so I wanted to become a national officer. So, of course, I went through the whole process of being a local officer, a state officer, and going through my state officership. And then I was the only person on my officer team who wanted to run for national office. So, because you can't have more than one state officer run for national office, it has to be one of you. So a lot of the times they'll have the state officers compete, kind of, or run against each other for the chance to run for nationals. I ended up just running for nationals, which was great, and I was really, really excited. But I would say I probably wasn't 100% prepared like I could have been. So when you go to nationals as a national officer candidate, you go to delegation meetings and campaign like you would, almost as though you were running for the presidency of the United States. You get up on stage, people ask you questions. They'll have prepared questions that you already know you're going to answer, and they'll have questions that are kind of surprise questions that everyone on stage is asked at the same time, and you come by and answer the question. People get the chance to walk around the room and talk to you and ask you why you want to be an officer. And of course, we have campaign materials, so like boards and wristbands and all of that. I don't want to get into way too much detail about this, because you guys don't need to know that my whole history. The end result is that the final night came, the closing ceremony, which is where there's this big auditorium of people gathering together, and they find out how well they did in their competitions. So, like, if they got a bronze, silver, or gold medal, it'll be announced at the closing ceremony, and you wouldn't have known beforehand. They don't let you know beforehand. Same with the officers. They don't let you know until they call you up on stage at that moment. When I got to closing ceremony, I felt fairly confident. I didn't have the best campaign materials compared to other students. I had like a board that you would get when you're making a school presentation and printed out pieces of paper, where some people had like really, really nice, printed on nice, like alu panel maybe, vinyl printed on alu panel, like nice posters of professional photos of themselves, like really good campaign material. But I feel like I did try really hard, in the sense that I was constantly talking to people and getting their opinion. So, for example, all of the national officer candidates have to spend 2 hours, I believe, on 2 different days, walking around the competition hall and talking with people, or just walking around and looking at different competitions. And then we have one night where everyone just goes to this theme park called Worlds of Fun, and we all like ride roller coasters and play and have fun. And during both of those times, I was handing out campaign materials, I was talking to people, I was shaking hands. And even when other officers were more relaxed and just hanging out with their friends, I was constantly trying to talk to people and constantly trying to get the vote for myself. So I felt very, very confident, in the sense that I felt that I had talked with so many people and gotten so many people to vote, like say that they would vote for me, that I was almost guaranteed in my mind that I would become a national officer. And as you guys have probably already guessed, I didn't. They called each name up, and when I knew that my name was going to come next, because they called alphabetically, they didn't call my name. And I'm okay with that now. I've gotten over it. I'm generally a happy person, so I can get over things really easily, except this wasn't very easy for me. I was really, really depressed after that. When I got back from nationals, I spent a long period of time just in my room playing games, not really talking to anybody. And I might have seemed more okay from the outside, but on the inside I just had all this turmoil, just thinking about what I could have done better, what I did horribly at, what everyone else did better than me for, why people voted for someone else other than me, how if I could have gone back in time and maybe did better on one speech, or gone back in time and prepared a better poster, that I would have gotten the position. And I continued on like this for quite a long time and didn't upload YouTube videos. I actually stopped uploading videos before I went to nationals. I stopped uploading videos in preparation for nationals, more so. Like, I started going to opening closing ceremony practices, which my opening closing ceremony team did place 4th in the nation, so that was good. But I stopped uploading videos more so in preparation of nationals, if I recall correctly, and then just did not come back to it after that. And it took me quite a little bit of a while to get over not making nationals, especially when like I would look through campaign material, or not campaign material, especially when I would look through like we have like a Skills USA magazine, for example, and it has the pictures of all the officers, and all the officers, the national officers, get to do these amazing, fun things, and I just felt really, really bad about it, I guess. And it's gonna sound like a cop out, but the way that I resolved this in my heart and in my mind, the way that I came to accept what happened and was okay with it and didn't feel bad about not making the position, is that I imagined if I had gotten national office, for example, and someone didn't make office and they had a time machine, like I wished that I had had a time machine and went back in time and changed it so that they had done all the right things and had made the office and potentially kicked me out, I would feel horrible if I had come to have that knowledge. I know that being a national officer would have been an amazing opportunity, and I was really looking forward to it, and it would have been a dream come true for me. And then I stopped and kind of realized that it's the same for all the people I ran against. It was a dream come true for many of them, and many of them were really excited to be able to fulfill their national officership. And so I thought, if I was in that position, I wouldn't want anyone to ever take that away from me. And so I guess I kind of just took comfort in the fact that they were all nice people. We had all said that no matter, when we were campaigning against each other, we all said that no matter what happened, we all did a great job and we all worked hard and we all did. And I would never want to take that opportunity away from myself, nonetheless take it away from someone else who's just as deserving and just as human as I am. And so I started to kind of recover after that and started getting better. Then, of course, I mean, senior year, who's not busy senior year? When I was first making YouTube videos, I think I had kind of started working my first job, which was at McDonald's. So I wasn't super busy, kind of with school. And so I had a lot of free time. Like I would come home, maybe do some chores, play some games, do whatever. Now I get up, go to school. I get out at 12:40 to go straight to my internship, which I usually get home from my internship around 5:15, and then I start working on chores and cooking dinner for my mom and I. And then my mom and I will like watch like a channel of something, maybe like a vegan video because my mom's vegan, and I'm aspiring to be, but we'll watch like some kind of a video or documentary while we're eating, and then I'll go in my room and maybe do some homework and maybe play some games. And by the time I'm done with all that, it's 10 o'clock, and I haven't gotten into my room to enjoy my free time until it's already like 9 or 10. So I definitely don't have as much free time now, but I feel much more mature in the sense that I feel like I've grown up a lot in the last year. I've developed my skills more, my graphic design skills more, developed my maturity, and I feel ready to take on the task of actually uploading YouTube videos. And I feel like it's going to be a very therapeutic thing for me too. I didn't talk about how I felt about nationals to anyone except for myself, which I do talk to myself quite often, but I haven't really talked to anybody else about nationals or how I felt after nationals, except for now when I'm talking to you guys. The other thing I want to say is that while beforehand I think most of my views came from shiny Pokemon giveaways, I'm going to take a step away from shiny Pokemon giveaways, at least until I get a shiny charm and really kind of want to go back into that area. So back when I first did YouTube, I didn't have my job at McDonald's, so I had a lot more free time to constantly be hatching Pokemon, and this takes a long time, you guys. Like, I would constantly have my 3DS with me and would be hatching Pokemon in my free time at school. On my way home, if I like stopped at a red light, I'd pull out my 3DS and start hatching. While I was at home, all of my free time, if I like took a bath, I'd go in there and be hatching Pokemon. If I was watching a TV show, I would be hatching Pokemon. I wouldn't watch like any anime while I was hatching Pokemon because I couldn't read the subtitles and hatch Pokemon at the same time unless it was a dubbed version. So I was constantly hatching Pokemon, and it took a long period of time. And considering I don't get free time now until like 6 at the earliest, more averagely 8 or 9, and most and the latest like 10 or 11, I'm not going to have time to do shiny Pokemon giveaways. I did give everybody but one person their shiny. Like I never lied about hatching shiny Pokemon. I never like said that I was hatching shiny Pokemon to get views and picked a fake winner and didn't give them anything. They're the latest winner. I have not hatched their Pokemon, and I feel really bad about that. I think that's why I stopped doing videos. Is I was focused on like, okay, I gotta start hatching his Pokemon soon, and I never did, and I never made a video after that. So if that person out there wants to contact me, which you can message me on my YouTube or email me at sightlysouls@gmail.com, I would be very happy to maybe get back to work on that, since I did promise you a shiny. It has been over a year though, so I don't know if you've already gotten that shiny or if you even care to have that shiny anymore. And I will say it'll take me a lot longer to hatch that shiny than it has in the past. But I think more now, guys, I just kind of want to focus on the games that I enjoy, you know? I mean, I already said that I wanted to, well, I think when I first made my YouTube, I said that this is your guys' channel too, but I don't want this to just be like a channel where I just kind of play random ass shit because I can on my computer and it's the one thing I can record, and where I just kind of maybe like follow a trend of what everyone else is playing. Like this is also my YouTube channel. And so I just figured I'm going to do the things that come naturally to me. I am close to purchasing a recording system called Dazzle, so I can record Xbox and PlayStation 3 games, which I often play with friends when they come over, or I'll play like I can probably record Wii U with it too, maybe not, most likely not. Either way, my friend Matt and I play Soul Calibur, and we were both very skilled in that game, so we have some amazing gaming moments together. So I can record him and I playing that and upload it. I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls lately, playing a lot of Dark Souls 2, and Demon Souls. I can record me playing that. I mean, I do spend the majority of my free time gaming, and all of that gaming I can be recording, and all that recording I can be putting on YouTube for you guys. Outside of that, I'd like to use YouTube, like I said, for blogging, so I can talk to you guys, tell you how I'm feeling, maybe hear back from you guys. I think the happiest moment in the last few years that I've had was when, I don't remember if it was on my 3DS or my Wii U. I think it was my Wii U. I got a friend request from someone who, I don't know if they want me to say their name, so I'm not going to say their name, but I got a friend request from someone, and they said, hey, I watch your YouTube videos, and they added me, and that made me so incredibly happy, like so incredibly happy, because it means that I touched someone else out there. It means that someone else was not only listening to my content, but looking for me out in the real world, like looking for my gamer profile, and was interested in adding me as a friend. And the reason why I started making YouTube videos in the beginning was because of a YouTube video a YouTuber, gosh, that I've been watching for a little while, called Markiplier, named Markiplier. You all probably know him, who really, really inspired me, in the sense that he doesn't just get lost in like what's going to get views. It doesn't feel like he is always also doing like fundraising events and giving thank you videos constantly and talking to his fans, and I really, really relate with him and enjoy him so much. And when he did, I commented forever ago. You guys can probably look at my profile and see what video, but you can look at my activity. But he had a video that was him playing a fan-made game, and he just gave this, he almost sounded like he was going to break down, and gave this like amazing speech at the end of it, kind of how grateful he was and how he felt. And he really, really inspired me to start making YouTube videos, because I do want to touch people out there, and I do want to help other people if I can. So much of my self-coping and self-teaching in the past years have been through YouTube. I mean, I'm a single child with a single mother who felt really, really bullied, and like I didn't have a lot of friends in middle school, which I feel really, really happy in the school that I go to now and have a lot of friends. But so much of learning about the outside world, learning about different cultures, or things that I didn't know about, learning how to tie a tie, things from learning how to tie a tie to learning about what's going on in Africa, or learning about different social issues that are happening currently, or like seeing people that are in the same boat as me when it comes to being gay, or being a single child, or even maybe liking a certain game or something. I mean, all of those things I've had access to through YouTube, and I feel like I've grown so much as a person through YouTube, and so I want to be able to help other people do the same. I want to maybe hopefully help someone someday in the sense that they can look to my videos when they're sad, or can maybe write me a letter or send me an email just pouring their heart out to me, and I'd love to read it and reply. I mean, I want to be an inspiration to people in the way that people have been an inspiration to me. And I don't care if I get a lot of views. I don't care if I get popular. I don't care if my channel is stupid or whack or anything. It's just I want to contribute, I guess I would say. It's as though, like, say you'd been adopted, you want to adopt in the future because you want to help someone in the way that someone has helped you. And that's what my original goal for YouTube was, and that's what it still is. So after that long talk, I'm going to start posting content again, you guys. I promise. I'm so sorry that I took that whole long period of time for soul searching and just growing up, I guess, you know? Just growing up. I mean, today I was laughing with my mom about how in middle school I would get home after a long day of middle school and sit down and watch cartoons and read books and play games and have the whole rest of the day to myself, and I would get home at like 2:30 and would have the whole rest of the day to myself. And now I get home at like 5:30 and then make dinner and do chores and all that stuff until like 7, and then I get maybe some free time, otherwise like doing homework and stuff. I mean, and it doesn't even faze me. Like, it doesn't even bother me. It's weird growing up. It really is. Just maturing and getting used to everyday life. Like, I don't want to cry and pout and freak out because I didn't get some game time. You know, I'm happy to go through the day talking with my friends and practicing my skills at school and going to a job that I love. I don't know where I was going with that. I have really bad ADD, if you guys don't know already from watching my videos. So I'll start on something that I think is going to sound great and just prolific, and I don't know if that's the right word, and beautiful, and then I drop it and it's like, well, he's a dipshit. Good job. Anyways, guys, so I will try to upload as many videos as I can, where I can, whenever I can. If I can't get a gaming video in, hell, I'll get a graphic design video in. I'll maybe like feel like creating something and just do a video of me creating something. And if I can't get that in, I'll get a blogging video and I'll just talk to you guys about how my day has been and how my life has been so far and what's going on in my life. Maybe talk to you about what I'm obsessed with that week, or talk to you about what happened at school that made me so fucking pissed. I can't even. Like, I don't know, just whatever, guys. So thank you guys very, very much, those of you who have watched my videos, those of you guys that have stayed subscribed to me over all this long ass fucking period of time. And just thank you, YouTube, in general. You know, thank you for having such a really fucking horrible and at the same time great community of just people out there in the world just looking to connect and be similar, I guess. So I am going to keep dragging this on if I don't quit this soon, if I don't stop this video. So I'm just going to end there, guys. Thank you so much for everything. It has been a crazy year, and hopefully the next few years will be great and not so crazy with you guys. Coming up soon, I'll have some Sims 4 Let's Play videos coming up, because I did get Sims 4, and I'm a Sims whore for Sims 4. So that'll be fun, and you guys can watch me build some Sims and make their houses and stuff. And yeah. Alright, guys, I gotta stop it. I'm Sightlysouls, the one among many, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for everything. Bye.